Mine was like 430 or something, or
Yeah,
450. Yeah.
I think it's like 398. 398. It's a crank, but it goes up 60 inches,
Yeah.
and it'll also drop down to the seated because I know my fat ass isn't going to stand all day when I first start out, man.
I wish I had that when I started out with it. Now I'm like perma standing, but
my wife's like, how often do you think it's going to be at the upright position? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, hey guys, we started. This is the SEO show. That's Byron right there down in the
guys.
corner. Now he's up at the top. And I'm Frank. Thanks for stopping by. If I want to say Thursday show because we just decided to throw a show in the middle of something and screwed up our schedule. Thursday show may have seemed a little miscombobulated, and it was.
It was all over.
Because we were all over because we had shit to do, and we said, hey, we promised a couple of weeks, so Byron's like, dude, let's do it. And I said, okay, let's do it, and, well, we did it. So if it didn't make sense, that's okay. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to talk to you about. Facebook, dude, Facebook.
Facebook. Gotta love it.
Well, I am going to tell you specifically Facebook Messenger.
Oh, man, I do not love that, I'll tell you what.
Oh, I do. I love it. I love the fact that they are getting all the free marketing. They're $1 billion company, and they don't have to pay one iota of advertising because
true.
people are idiots. Today's show, and I've got my notes here, we are going to be talking about alt text, either in pictures or for links, shit like that. Bartering, indexers, and now Facebook Messenger. Did you have a good weekend, man?
Yeah, it was good. Just hung out, and I went and watched some music here locally and stuff. They had a band playing.
Was it dueling banjos?
It was hippie music, yeah.
Hippie music. You are way too young for hippie music, brother.
That's all they have here. Trust me. If they had like a rock band or even a country band versus this hippie music, I would have been there. But it's the only option.
Oh my God! I just I saw that I've got a couple of people on Facebook that they live in Ogden, Utah.
Oh yeah.
And my daughter's husband is from Ogden, and I'm like, I wonder if they know each other, because like Ogden's got to have like 7 people in it. I mean, I have no idea how big it actually is, but I mean, it's called Ogden, Utah. I mean,
well, I've driven through there, and the thing about Ogden is it's like the whole Salt Lake Valley, clear down to like Provo, is like one giant suburb city combined. So Ogden, there's about a 3-mile separation until you get into Salt Lake, and it just all runs together. Even though it's like 40 miles from Salt Lake, it's all a solid city. So the city of Ogden is probably, a few thousand people, but it all runs together. Once it's 3 hours away from my house, you get down there, you drive for 2 hours in the city. It's crazy.
Dude, that's just scary place.
Scary. Salt Lake is like dense and highways and spider roads. It's out of control.
Man, I don't know. I've been watching like 48 Hours and stuff, and they got some funky history.
In Salt Lake?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I mean, damn. And it's nothing to do with the religion, so don't think I'm going all religious on you guys.
No, not at all. And there's
the 48 Hours is like the murder mysteries, and people go to Salt Lake City to disappear, and the vast amount of people and shit, and it's like,
surprisingly, there's only like 35-40% of that predominant religion there. The rest is just something else or whatever. But that's something that a lot of people don't know.
I didn't know that. I thought I thought you had to be Mormon to be there.
No. I mean, there's a lot of Mormons, but there's actually more people who are not, which would explain there's a lot of crime there. There's a lot of bums there. It's kind of a dirty city downtown, to be honest.
That's what I was catching from it, because everybody's like, hey, he killed 20 people in with the Salt Lake City, and I'm like, why?
Oh yeah, I've been there hundreds of times, and it's a little sketchy if you go in the wrong places.
It is sketchy. Holy shit, that's funny.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Phoenix ain't no better, man. It's I've been to cities and I just go, when you're driving up and you see, the skyline and you're like, that place just looks dirty, and
You've got like the fog hovering over.
you just know, LA's cool, New York's cool, and you see some, I hate to say it, but St. Louis, both of them. As you drive past one into the other, over the little bridge, it's like, God, do not take the wrong turn. You're gonna just, damn it, why is it 35 miles an hour? Punch it, get past these turns. We need to get past this.
People gathering in corners when you stop.
You're going so slow, it's like, the dude can jump in my back seat, I mean, damn, we're going to have a hitchhiker without stopping.
They're like running beside you.
Pretty much. So if any of you live in Salt Lake or St. Louis or any of that, and we've officially pissed you off, no, I told you I don't apologize, but
yeah,
our intentions weren't. I know Byron's weren't to piss anybody off, and I just came out of nowhere with that stuff. So, Facebook
Anyway.
Messenger, man, it's in the news. It's on the paper. I mean, everybody is like up in arms, and they're bringing in all these specialists and these tech gurus that I've never heard of.
Yeah.
Who aren't even giving a .com on what they write for or who they write for, at least the ones I've seen. Guys, Facebook Messenger does ask for permission to have access to everything and anything on your phone. It cannot go into your bank account. It can't. Your bank account that you have on your app to check your balance has more access to your information than Facebook does. And they all sell your information to advertisers and marketing firms. They've been doing this forever. Since day one. Sorry, you gave them permission. As soon as you said yes, the terms of service, don't be shocked. Don't be surprised. Please tell everybody on Facebook to stop passing down with Facebook Messenger. I'm not going to download it. It only has 1 star. It's great. I love it. Yeah. It's unified. It handles what it needs to do. It does exactly what it's supposed to. And have you noticed that banks, when you buy a car, you suddenly start getting all of these letters in the mail that says, congratulations, you've been pre-approved for a car loan.
Oh, yeah.
Why are they sending you that after you buy a car? Because that's when they get your information that you bought a car and you've been approved for a loan. But it's too late. I already own the car. Why the hell? At least 2 years, 3 years, I'm not going to be talking to anybody about a new car. Now, insurance companies should be advertising the crap out of you with that. Hey, you bought a new car. Why don't you call us up and we can get you a better rate? Not, hey, you're pre-approved for a car loan.
Well, and then what they do is, I get the credit card apps. I don't really know where they came from, but that'd be a smarter move, Hey, you're pre-approved for this credit card. You just got a loan, because it's a little more realistic. But yeah, I've tried to tell that to people too. All these apps have theoretically access to all this stuff. Are they accessing it? No, probably not. But the only thing I didn't like about the Facebook Messenger is all of a sudden, I'm on my Facebook app and I click messages and it won't let me do anything until I download it. That's like, I use it, of course, but it's not like I think it's going to start turning on my camera while I'm sleeping and record me. You know what I mean?
Well, and the forced acceptance, I don't like either. Okay? And if I don't want to use Facebook or the Messenger, I just uninstall the damn thing. Now, here's what I was talking with the wife about last night, because I was ticked, because people are contacting me and going, oh, my God, Frank, please tell me I'm not getting hacked. You're not getting hacked. Why the hell would Facebook want to hack you? Okay? You have nothing in your bank account that they want to pull your money from. The reason they say you're giving us permission to access any of this is so they don't get sued if somebody accidentally activates your camera. You look and you go, oh my God, Facebook just turned my camera on. I'm suing them. Well, now the terms of service say you gave them permission to, in case it happens. And that's what I think it is. It's an in case. You can't sue our asses. And, you know, if you take a picture and you have your geotagging set up and it's your daughter sitting with Ronald McDonald when you're out for dinner, they know that that's Ronald McDonald because they can see certain things in images. It's probably geotagged, so they know that that's a local McDonald's there. They know it's a smaller person, or you may type in, my daughter and I out for daddy-daughter dinner. So now they know daughter, dinner, McDonald's, Ronald McDonald. You just gave them a shitload of stuff to advertise to you and your friends.
And you probably have 30 or 40 other pictures of your daughter tagged, so they already can see that facial pattern because they have the facial recognition for tagging and everything. Whether she has a Facebook account or not, it's all in the system already.
My sister changed her name on Facebook because her employer came out, and I think it was her previous employer, came out and said, hey, we, as part of everybody's employment status now, can check your social media accounts, and we can fire you.
Wow. I've heard of that.
Yeah, so she changed her name and edited her privacy stuff to just, you know, close friends and family, which you should do. And she will not, and I think she actually tagged her son under different names so that when that recognition comes up, there's no track to him and there's no track, you know, forever and ever. I mean, guys, as soon as we take a picture of somebody or ourselves, it's going to be out there forever.
Yeah.
This stuff is being archived for hundreds of years. You know, I mean, people are going to be able to do our ancestry based off just social media, and it's going to be awesome.
Yep, they're going to, 500 years in the future, they're going to be able to probably even unlock all the private Facebook accounts eventually and just have a massive archive. I mean, Facebook in a few hundred years, or whoever acquires the servers of Facebook, I mean, and I mean, you're going to be gone, so who cares? But
well, if Facebook says, you know what, we're shutting down, you know, they own everything that's on Facebook. If it's on their servers, they own it. You know, and that's what they've said. You can set it to privacy, but you have to understand, we still own this information. Yes, it's your information, but it's ours now also. And they'll turn around, they'll shut the doors, and they will sell off this data for $100, $200 billion. Yep. You know, you don't think Google or Microsoft is going to be in that pissing war match for money to see who can buy Facebook?
Oh, yeah, or somebody else that rises up, maybe. You know.
Yeah, or maybe MySpace will buy Facebook. Who knows?
Face space.
Yeah, face space. That would be awesome. Hey, check GoDaddy for face space. You know what? I'm going to.
All right.
Hey, let's do this live.
Here we go.
Now, funny thing is thank God we have this set to private Hangouts, so people don't see this until we're done. So all of you who are jumping on GoDaddy right now,
we've already left.
Yeah.
It's either already bought by us or somebody else.
And damn it, it's gone.
It's probably for sale for like $100,000.
You know, I would not. Well, if you want for $60, GoDaddy will go ask the owner if they want to sell it, and I'm just not. It's not that big of a deal.
No.
Yeah, no. So that I am an online guy. I do things online. I have very few, if anything, privately set for online. I live my life online. I put conversations my wife and I have online. My address, my phone number, everything is online, and I make my living online. And that's why, you know, I had somebody at church yesterday, well, how do I find you? I said, Google me. And he said, "Do you have a business card?" I said, "Yeah, google.com." "Well, what if I spell your name wrong?" I said, "That's okay. You can. I have it set for that too." Um, and he was laughing. He pulled out his phone and he Googled and he goes, "Oh my God, there you are." And I said, "Yes, I better be the number one. I'm a marketer."
Exactly.
So, and it helps that, we were standing in Phoenix and I live in Phoenix, so, the results are going to be a little skewed towards me.
Yeah.
But he's doing an exact match domain or an exact match lookup, so it's not like he's going to get too big of a difference. Like I said, it's a dead guy, a German doctor, or me.
Oh yeah, look, there you are.
Yeah, and if you do images, you'll see a bunch of skewed. I think the doctor is got more images up because, well, I mean, like, he's a cardiovascular doctor. He's a big deal in Germany. He's on TV shows. The dude owns Frank Schwartz everything. If I don't have it, he has it. So I've had to actually go to the Frank Schwartz on some of my accounts.
There's this guy who I don't think he's alive anymore, but he's like some reggae singer, and he's Byron Lee. So if you type in Byron Lee, I mean, some of my stuff comes up, but he's also everywhere.
Yes, I've seen that. When I tag you into YouTube videos, it's like Byron Lee, the musician, and I'm like, we could get a crap load of followers if I started tagging him. I'm like, somebody smoking a big old hookah's like, who are these guys and what are they talking about?
Exactly, they're like SEO. What is it, man?
Dude, these guys are talking SEO. What's SEO? I have no idea.
Wait, are they CEOs?
I think these guys are like NSA. They're government agents and they swear they're funny. Hand me some Rice Krispies, man. Captain Crunch. Oh, look, product placement. I'm doing it accidentally, so now maybe we can SEO Captain Crunch. No, so I just my big thing is the misinformation, disinformation that is going on out there, and this is a perfect way to contact somebody. If you see a local company or somebody who owns a company or works for a big company, send them a message if you see that they put something on there, or contact them on their Facebook wall or their LinkedIn and say, hey, just to let you know, check the terms of service for your other apps on your phone. If you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to help you out and talk to you about any of the security you might have. They're going to look to see who the hell you are and see that you do SEO and be like, hey, wow, this dude reached out for free, or gal, sorry, reached out for free to help us out. We should probably talk to them about something else. It's a great starter to communicating with people who don't know. I mean, and that's what everybody is. It's news only because it's scary. If it was, oh my God, Facebook Messenger is the greatest thing in the world, it does nothing but message, nobody talk about it.
No, they wouldn't care.
There's nothing. But as soon as they go, oh my God, did you see the new terms of service? They can look at your pictures. It's like, yeah, because you uploaded them to their server, you dumbass.
Well, and on the messaging thing, I'm just pulling it up now. I mean, what, you can send a photo, so obviously they have to have access to your photos.
Right.
And for a while there, I thought you could like video chat on at least the Facebook web chat. I'm thinking maybe, who knows, they might roll that feature into the mobile.
I think that was started.
Because I remember
almost like in an alpha testing, because I remember, that they asked me, do you want a video chat?
Yeah.
And I was like, video chat? What the hell? Because on the website it doesn't have the video chat portion. I'm going into I'm pulling it up too, and I'm trying to application manager. Yeah, no, it's just sorry guys, the show just went into our hurt.
Uh-oh. Well, you can't see it, but it's like, please allow microphone access. Uh-oh, now they're going to listen to my conversations.
Well, yeah, but you know what? I use my voice activation.
Yeah.
And I use my voice to text, and that's all that shit is. I mean, that's really the... you want to know what's scary is I've got ICE Black Box on here, which is a new thing for the cops. that I'm testing out. It's an app where, like, if your wife, your daughter, or something's walking around, you fire up this app, and in the middle of the screen, it's got a big ass red button. And if like somebody comes up close to them or whatever, they just pick up the phone, they hit that button, it automatically forwards the pictures to their emergency contacts.
Wow.
And as soon as the beta testing's done, this shit's going to go right to 911. They're going to have your GPS. They're going to have the person that's near you, and they're going to be able to respond to cruiser or anything else right out to you. And they're thinking about making it video and audio enabled, so that they're right there recording this shit. And here's the greatest part: you can't delete it. So if a person tells you to stop recording and delete it, you can't. It cannot be deactivated once it's deleted.
Yeah, eventually all the criminals would probably know that, so then, I mean, that would hopefully stop crime, or hopefully at least they would know they were screwed.
Okay, now my messenger says directly call the phone numbers in my thing, read phone status and identity, edit my text messages, read my text messages, receive text messages, and send SMS. Take pictures and videos, record audio, approximate location based on network and GPS network, read call logs, read your contacts, read your own contact card, modify or delete your USB storage, read your Google shit, change your network.
Holy crap.
Draw over other apps so they can be more upfront. Install shortcuts. They can test my protection storage and have access to my Android provider badges and security Android badges. So yeah, I mean, but all I have to do is hit. See, this is the button I was talking about. The one that says uninstall.
That's a good button.
Yeah, I mean that's the one. I mean that's if you look in your phone. And here's the thing: if they turn on your camera, you're not going to see the little red light up because I'm sure they're pretty good at like not having that show up. So
exactly.
If they want to record me having freak sex or something, I mean that's on them, dude. I mean I don't even want to videotape me.
Honestly, I don't do anything that interesting or that incriminating to. I mean, if they want to record me like driving down the road, whatever. I mean, who cares?
You said you don't do anything interesting right after I said if they want to record me having sex, dude.
Well,
I'll send you a manual.
Okay, that'll work. Sounds good.
Okay, well, let's get into the heart. Now that, we've done... And, guys, listen, if you got something to say about Facebook Messenger, you think we're lying, you think you have a better opinion, mine's the best, leave a comment. Put something in the chat log. Write something in the Facebook page. Yes, even send me a message over Facebook Messenger app. I would love to hear from you. Okay, alt text, my man, alt text.
Oh, yes, gotta love alt text. So, we're talking about images and links.
Yeah. Well, links. I was talking with somebody on Friday, and they were like, I'm sending out 100,000 backlinks, and I said, well, what are you using for your alt text? And they were like, oh, the name of our company. I went, okay, why?
Yeah.
Well, because if somebody types in our name, we want it to be able to go back to us. And I said, well, if they type in your name, that means they know your website, right? Because it's theirname.com. And they're like, well, yeah. And I said, then why would you do that? Now you just look like you got a bunch of shitty backlinks to your site. And they're like, well, why didn't you tell us this in advance? And I said, well, I didn't know you were doing backlinking. Not to mention you're not my client, so I'm not. I would have handled all this for you.
Exactly. Well, and you don't even. Yeah, I've had companies that do that. If you want to show up for your brand name, you're already going to show up if you have your brand name and your title and your URL. So you really don't need to flood your site with mycompany.com on your alt tags and stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, what do you normally use or try to use or suggest to use?
On links, I use isn't there the alt and title you can do? And they both do the same thing, kind of, almost.
Well, let's say this. Let's say you were doing blog comment links.
Okay.
What would you use as your name on your profiling stuff?
Well, it depends. If I would depends on what I was doing it for, but I'd probably do my company. I'd probably do branding links for something like that, just to reduce the chance of it being spam, because I would first want it to be approved, and then if it's like blue widgets, they might not approve it. So,
Right.
yeah.
Well, yeah, no, and the one thing is, in one of my Facebook groups that I run for the Profit with Hangouts, is I gave them a list of, I think, like 250,000 names.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And literally, I said, just use names. And I learned that from somebody else. They're like, literally, just, it's going to link back to you, but it looks just, when it says name, URL, email. It just looks like somebody who's like, yeah, I'm making a comment, and all of a sudden now your link back is just a bunch of these names. Yeah. And what Google's going to say that, Mary Jane, yes, guys, I know Mary Jane, marijuana, and probably why I said it, or, Brad Smith or any of these other things are just going to be, you're just wanting links. You don't really have to have that brand or your keyword.
Well, yeah, I mean, I agree. I use the names on like blog comments and stuff like that, and it totally makes sense. And you're right. What's Google gonna do? You've got 30, 40 different names. Maybe a few of them repeat a handful of times. You'll be like, oh, that's some weird shit going on. Like it's a name, and they don't know if you're like a news publication or however this is coming about. They're not gonna. It's not gonna look suspicious.
Right. Yeah, now, I mean, and don't get me wrong, I also, if I'm doing other links, I use not so much the identical keywords, but LSIs and anything else. If you're putting links out there, definitely, you just you have it scattered, and everybody's always going, what percentage? Guys, I don't know. I mean, I try to put out so many, literally using a dictionary, thesaurus.com. I'll pull up everything that could be considered that term or a term near it to just, put it out there. And I got this new thing, and let me pull this out of the way.
And while you're doing that, I just as a general rule, I don't have a specific number either, but I tell people, I mean, obviously way less than a third if you're trying to do like your keyword stuff. Like the exact keyword, if you have to go after that exact one, like depending on, and again, it depends on what you're doing. It depends on the links you're using. You could build 2 links to an exact keyword, and if the rest of your links are good, you could rank number 1 for it, and you don't have to touch it. So it's all relative, but 5-10% if it's like really, if you're really going to zone down, but again, that's still relative. It depends on the situation.
Well, absolutely, and yeah, if I'm pushed into a corner, a third is the max.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be found for the exact same thing, because if it's the exact thing, then these people know. You don't need to build a link to Papa John's Pizza.
Yeah.
But delicious pizza, good pizza, Italian pizza, Italian dinner, Italian supper, all those things can be used, fast dinner, late night dinner, Tuesday dinner, all these types of things work. I mean, think about this, Milky Way and Snickers, I think that's M&M Mars or whatever,
yeah,
went out and spent millions on misspelled words in their AdSense and in their Google advertising. Millions on misspelled words, because they found out that people misspell words when they're hungry. So they went and found all these misspelled words and dumped them into their Google Ads accounts and started nailing you. Are you hungry? Grab a Snickers. And it's like, no shit, really? Damn, that's smart as hell.
Yeah, it is.
But if you're typing and stuff, and I'm a horrible typist, I look for what do I double type, what do I misspell most, and then go out and advertise to those words, man. No, it's so funny.
Yeah, I used to do that too a lot more. And if I get a client that is really deep into the campaign, we'll do a bunch of like misspellings and like miswordings and stuff. But it's pretty fun to come up with that stuff because I do the same thing. I start typing, and if I screw up the same thing 3 or 4 times, I include it. Or even in the keyword tool, at least in the old days, they used to actually have some misspellings. I don't know if they do so much now, but
yeah, if it's searched enough,
yeah,
that'll come in. I know for some medical terms, people misspell even their own disease wrong, and they misspell the word disease.
yeah, and they misspell it every time they type it in, and Google just knows that. Well,
exactly, and that's 900 searches that have absolutely no value to anybody else. So you're going to get those clicks for dirt ass cheap.
yep.
And you're talking 5 cents. Well, for a doctor who's in this specialty that's used to spending $30 a click, all of a sudden now he's getting 900 clicks for nothing.
Yeah.
You're a freaking hero.
Yeah. Yep.
Pull ups with 2 P's or pull ups with 2 S's. Personal trainer, that's a good term. CrossFit, is it CrossFit or is it CrossFit? I mean, there's so many different ways to do it, and it's a neat way to constantly be evolving your own stuff and adding, there was the what was it? It was Becker's SEO silo thing.
SEO Zen.
Yeah, SEO Zen. What do you think people were paying to get SEO Zen Review, SEO Zen Bonus? How everybody's going to target SEO Zen, and it did a monster sale. I mean, I think it's still the #1 selling product on JVZoo.
Yeah, I think one more might have at least the launch day. There's a new record, but overall, I think it's still the highest.
Well, everybody went after SEO Zen. And I did a couple, but my biggest success was when I went for silo building.
Oh, nice.
If you look up silo building, you have farmer terms, silo images, and then you have my video. It was there last week. But the reason I did that was in all of his marketing, silo building, it's gone. Wow, they knocked it down. Woo, somebody else, because they put grain silos up there. Nice. Yep, the video is officially off the books. Oh, bastards. It was nice. It was the Lambo video. Bastards.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, wait. If you look in video right now, how to build a silo.
I see. If I go to YouTube and do silo building, it's like about the 10th one down.
Yeah, and if I do silo building and hit the videos, it's the 4th one down. But that, for the longest time, was on there by itself.
Nice.
During the launch, it was definitely by itself. And the reason I did that was during the pre-launch and everybody's sales stuff and everything everybody was talking about, all they kept saying was how to build a silo building. Silo building is the most important thing for SEO. All this stuff, but nobody knew what the hell a silo was.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm going to go after silo building and see what happens. And I got a bunch of sales off of that because people were like, what is a silo? Well, when you type in what is a silo, you're going to get farmer stuff. That's the only thing Google really knows it is, unless you type in what is an SEO silo, what is a website silo, and then, again, you're getting into LSIs. Long tail keywords that have like no competition. You start targeting all of that stuff and you explain it to your client. All of a sudden you look like a major hero. It's dropping their costs. They're getting a better response. They're understanding what you're talking about, because I always say, what do you type in when you're looking for something? Well, that's what we should be targeting, not what you think sounds cool, not what the broken window. Well, how many people are going after broken window? But broken stained glass window, all of a sudden you're in a whole nother realm.
Oh yeah.
And now you've got churches, you got people who have stained glass looking for you. Broken window, you're going to be pissing and moaning with the biggest window manufacturers in the world.
Yeah, it's not relevant to really. Well, it's too general. Basically, you're going to get a lot of crap. As something that general.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, that's that. With the alt text is basically the same thing. Some of the pictures I used for Becker's promotion were, what is an SEO silo? What is a silo with SEO, or what's a silo in SEO? All those types of things.
Yeah.
And it ended up helping. I don't remember how many. It's been a while since the launch, but we did better than we thought, especially our video. That actually had people clicking through, and it's not even my video. I think it's Becker's video that I edited down, and just let it play. And that picture of the Lambo on there, people were like, "Oh, that's Becker's Lambo. It's a hot chick. I'm gonna click on it." Well, it was the only video on the entire page for silos. So I was easily I was launch jacking where everybody else wasn't. So I was the big fish in the little pond.
And yeah, now that I know what that video is, I actually watched that video like months and months ago. Because I remember that green Lambo with the chick, and I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, exactly. What's this have to do with silos?
Exactly. I'm like, okay.
No, and that's the thing, is that's the thumbnails, and I'm kind of pissed because I'm getting hit with it now, is YouTube pulling the thumbnails down on certain videos, or at least waiting to see if they can figure out what's the video about, what's this picture about. So keyword your images before you upload them, and do that on purpose, and make them the same or similar, so that and change your sizes, your image sizes and things, so that it's a little bit different than anything else out there, because they're getting really, really smart, guys. And go back to the old school stuff, instead of trying to find out what's the newest, greatest thing that's happening. Don't forget what's already worked and worked successfully for many, many years, and stick with that. Always stick with the basics, and then throw in the new fandangled crap that comes about every week.
Absolutely.
And Pinterest is pretty cool for video, so look into that. We'll talk about that on a video day.
Oh, cool. Sounds good.
And okay, we got the alt. I came up with a. Well, I didn't come up with. It's like saying I invented electricity all of a sudden.
Did you invent the internet?
I did. I was sitting around with Al Gore.
I thought so.
We were smoking some ganja with Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, and Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton, yeah. He didn't inhale, though, right?
No, he did not. He took it, inhaled it for a while, but just in his, like smoking a cigar.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
While we all looked at the blue dress sitting on the desk. No, I'm not a Democrat hater or a Republican hater. I'm a politician hater. And yes, I do vote. But how do you get started? How do you increase if you are at a plateau, or things are stale, or things? I was asked at church to come in and talk to the leadership group about what I do, and if I think there's something that can be done. We're very new church. We don't even have a building. We're using a local school. Very young. Started up in February was the first official day, and they need guidance. So, I said, okay, cool, we'll hook up, and how much do you charge and stuff? And I said, out of pocket expense depends on what we end up doing, but my services I'll volunteer. So it got me thinking, why isn't everybody volunteering? And then, like I told you, this weekend my wife came home. Now she's a master's student. She's a teacher. She's a housewife and stuff. So she's cooking and cleaning and doing her laundry and getting ready for the work week and finishing up her homework and doing all this stuff. And I'm busy, pretending like I'm working on the internet.
Oh yeah.
And we didn't spend any time together. And I was thinking, why? Well, she was cleaning. Well, what if the house was already cleaned? What if I got off my lazy butt and cleaned the house? Then we could have had more time together. And then I thought, because it's just not going to happen. It's just, I know how to clean. I don't like to. And as a friend of mine said, it's easier to outsource the things I don't want to do because it costs me more to do it.
Oh yeah.
So you even said that you've done this. How about bartering our services for services of things that we don't want to do, like housekeeping?
Yep. Lawn mowing.
Dude, I don't even have a lawn mower.
Yeah, well, I've got a lawn, and I've got a deal with the guy for some web stuff, and my lawn gets mowed. So.
And I mean, does that take you a long time to do?
No, not really. It's just maintenance every month. It's actually a pretty good trade we have. So yeah.
That's awesome, and that's what I was thinking. Is we talk about this is an easy job to have 5- and 6-figure income and everything else, which it is. But I was thinking, the bartering for not cleaning my house even once a week is literally worth hundreds of dollars to me.
Yeah.
Because if I'm with a client and I'm working on something with them that could be, let's just keep the number simple. It could be $1,000 a month, or I'm spending 2 hours cleaning my house. I'm losing out on that income. So if we just look at simple numbers, not cleaning my house is saving me, $1,000. It's worth $1,000 to me not to do it. So if I find somebody and I am going to pay them a couple $100, but I barter off some SEO or some website stuff and tell, hey, look, you've got this GoDaddy night build website or whatever it's called. It looks horrible. How about I do a website for you? It'll be 6 pages. Normally we get $1,500 for this. We'll set it up right. You tell me the information you want on there, and we'll put it up there. And all you have to do is come clean my house for like 4 months, once a week, once every 2 weeks. Would that work for you? Well, sure. Okay, great. Now halfway through it, they're like, what else do you do? Because now all of a sudden they are getting more people because you've set up their website correctly. So they're getting more customers, and they're like, hey, what else can you do? Well, we can do some SEO stuff, get you even more. Hey, for me, I'll put up a video. We'll get you on page 1, and we'll just do an interview on what you do. What do you do when you walk into a client's house? And believe it or not, with just housekeeping, that's an entire video series for somebody who owns a housekeeping. What kind of chemicals do you use? Are they green? Are they going to make my house stink? I'm a smoker. Do you get the smoke smell out? Do you do laundry? Do you bring your own cleaning supplies? Do you have insurance? Are you licensed? You bonded? All that stuff is now this entire video series. And and please God, don't do it, if you only charge $100 a video, you're now up to $1,000 again, which is another 4 or 5 months worth of house cleaning.
Yep. Well, and the way I look at it is, a lot of people, even if you're making $2,000-$3,000 a month, you would have never thought, hey, I need a maid or I need a house cleaner. But realistically, if you do SEO, I mean, even if you are making a couple $1,000s a month, you could be like, okay, I want to get my hair done, I want to get the house cleaned, I want to do these, and I'm just gonna have those services so my life is easier, so I don't have to spend time on it. and just get it done, get it outsourced. It's all taken care of, and then you can focus more on your business. And instead of, when you want to relax, you can go sit and watch TV instead of spending 4 hours cleaning and doing the dishes. So I agree. It's that thing to where how much is your time worth? Is an hour of your time potentially worth $500, $1,000, when you could just pay someone a couple $100 to do it, and then you can make that money?
Well, I have two great things. I found a guy at Walmart. I was walking out, he was walking in, and on the side of his truck, big, huge truck, mobile detailing,
Oh yeah.
car detailing, and no kidding, a quarter of a mile up the street is Danny's Car Wash, which they do everything, and they're really inexpensive. Car wash for like $5 or $6. And that's like the VIP. And then, for a few $100, they'll detail out the car. And my wife likes her car clean. You wouldn't know it, but she really does. She likes it to be detailed. She doesn't help maintain that detailing, and I can say that because she won't ever watch this show. But I contacted the dude and said, "You do mobile?" And he's like, "Yeah, where do you live?" And I said, No. I'd want you to go to my wife's work and do it, And he was like, "Yeah, we do that." And I'm like, "Cool. Plus, I can probably hook you up with other teachers that the car's sitting there, and all they have to do is give you the keys. And they can do that at the front desk, and you'll be there all freaking day detailing out cars, making a freaking killing." And he was like, "Oh, would you do that?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll do that if you will do my wife's for free." And he was like, "Yeah, dude, if you get like 2 people to do that, we'll do your wife's car for free." And I was like, "Sweet Jesus." Now I don't have to hear her say on Saturday, "Can you take the car up to get detailed?" No, because I have to take it up there and then sit.
Yeah.
Their Wi-Fi is dog-ass slow. I can't do anything. They won't let me sit in my own car and listen to the music while they're doing stuff because, well, they're vacuuming and all that. It's a pain in the ass. So now I've got this guy who goes to the car instead of me taking the car to them.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it makes her happy, and it saves me about $60 a time, and it's cool. It's a good thing. So I was thinking, you can go to Craigslist and find these places, especially under the barter area. It's people, they'll trade you their shotgun for, your four-wheeler or something, which I don't know why you
been there, done that.
I mean, we are in Arizona, so it is a very violent gun-toting state. See guys in Walmart, dude, getting eggs with a 45 on their hip. Out in the open, it's awesome.
Dude, the kids have in high school they have gun racks in the back of their trucks here.
Yes.
Loaded with them.
Yeah, when I had my farm down in southern Ohio, they the kids would show up in their camo during deer season, and they sent a note home that said, "We completely understand it's deer season, but could you please make sure that your shotguns are unloaded during the school day?" And I'm like, wow. Now this was 13 years ago, before all these crazy school shootings. But I still I'd want my kid to have a loaded shotgun in their truck in case something went off and they knew how to handle themselves. But yeah, no, that's it's crazy. But let's think about monetizing this bartering system. Yeah. So we're going to be launching the website barterseo.com. Don't ask me when the launch date is. It depends on when I can find an outsourcer to build this thing. But we own barterseo.com, and we're going to want all of you guys to go and sign up, put in your information, where you're at, what you do, and all that stuff, and it'd be a directory of guys who do web stuff, who are willing to trade some SEO, marketing, web designs, anything like that, for a service. And it's going to be barter only. There won't be any cash. And initially, everybody who's listening to this, it is August 18th
Yep.
right now. So for a time period, if you sign up, you'll have access for free, and then later on, we're going to monetize it some way that if somebody wants to offer their services, maybe they pay a monthly subscription, or if you want to find somebody, you pay a monthly subscription. Who knows? Maybe we never do, and I just put on a bunch of AdSense, and we can try to make our 50 cents a month off of that. But I think it'd be kind of cool to, everybody knows about Craigslist, but very few actually use the bartering the way that the bartering was designed. It's kind of like property for property, which is great, and you can find tattoo artists like crazy in there.
Oh yeah, tattoo artists will do it for a cheeseburger.
Yeah, that makes me nervous, man. I have a funkified tattoo on my back for helping somebody new learn how to tattoo.
Ah, lovely.
20 years later, it looks like one of those Rorschach pictures. You see, you laughed. But you can imagine what that nice design that was supposed to be looks like now.
Yep.
And it's going to cost me 3 times the amount it should to have it covered up.
Oh, man.
So we'll figure out, and maybe if anything else, we build out a website, we get some people on there, we offer up some services, and then I just turn around and we say, "F it, it's for sale" on Facebook, and one of the lovely viewers ends up getting a website pretty cheap.
Oh yeah, I think it'd be a cool idea. I mean, there's the awesome thing. There's thousands of different services that you can barter for SEO stuff. You can even barter for like some web development or something, or throw some pictures and video on somebody's website and get their product or their service for free, or there's all kinds of stuff. You could go get your massages for free every single month, just by doing a couple videos or something,
You just reminded me, I've got a box full of business cards and that's what I do. And believe it or not, one of my greatest lead gens for like the local little unknown service that they're always dying for help is a waitress.
Oh, nice.
Well, that sounded like you had an explosion at your house.
I think it was a door. Please hold.
Okay. We're either going to watch Byron get robbed during a home invasion, or his girlfriend is home for lunch, which it is her lunch hour. I believe it's her lunch hour. We should keep track, guys, of when her lunch hour is. That way we know when Byron has to go kiss some major ass. Hey, Byron, what's up, buddy?
It was the door. It's my girlfriend's cousin, so yeah.
Oh, the girlfriend's cousin. See, and I thought I thought it was your girlfriend coming home for lunch.
No, she gets 12 noon, so we still got 45 minutes.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Why are cousins showing up?
Well, long story, but they need to do laundry and stuff.
And now that you have this fabulous SEO washer and dryer, man, you better put a change machine up in that damn room.
Hey, the neighborhood is coming over now daily to just wash their clothes because they're like, hey, we saw you hauling that thing in. What are you doing with that? It's mine.
Yeah, but you forgot you don't have a commercial warranty on that damn thing, and that thing's used to like doing like 5 loads a day. You're doing 50, and everybody's like, "Oh, this blanket will fit in the top of it." I know. This is one of them. They're heavy duty ones, man. Don't worry about the bedspread.
50 socks, and this is a brand new washer.
Man, I found this bag of trash. I thought it was trash. It's actually just laundry. You mind if I throw it in there?
I don't know where it's been. What's dead in it?
Don't worry about the smell of kerosene. That was just from a small spill. It won't ruin that washer. It will ruin the washer. No, you are a very nice person to let friends and family over.
Yeah, I try.
Hey, man, I wouldn't wash mine, and I wouldn't have when I had the farm. We had well water. Man, you washed anything, it was gone. Blue jeans turned to tan. You know, it was like, oh, you got a new pair of Carhartts. No, these are my Levi's.
No, but I can make you a pair for free if you want.
Well, your whites are looking grungy. Yeah, it's well water, man. It's like 90% rust, you know. So yeah, we went into the city and did our laundromat working, and you know, hey, I didn't care because I did. I went in and abused the hell out of their washer and dryers.
Oh yeah, dude, I got sick of the laundromats. We had an old piece of crap washer and dryer, and it died about a month ago. So I just go to the laundromat and just sit there for 3 hours and do nothing. Then I started bringing my computer, and I'd work at the laundromat. It's me, and I mean, I don't have to describe what it looks like. You guys already have a clear picture of what a laundromat looks like during a weekday.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it looks like, you know, Spartan. You know, it's empty. Or it's completely packed, and you're the only guy sitting there, and
it's usually that, or it's packed with like a bunch of ladies and their little kids running everywhere, and I'm just like, holy crap!
And your pants are falling down because you've got 4 rolls of quarters.
Yeah.
You forgot to put on your belt. You're wearing the last pair of clean jeans, which of course are the ones that are 4 sizes too big because, well, they're clean.
There's out of order signs on every single one, and so you're going to them trying to find the one, you know, and then that one that has no sign is still out of order, and then you go to the one that has the out of order sign and it works. So
hey,
it's
man,
a game.
I had a system. I made a cardboard sign, and I would take a magnet, you know, because they always use tape.
Yeah.
So I'd take a magnet and put that sign up on the washer or dryer next to me, just so somebody wouldn't use the one right next to me. So, like, if it was the washer, I had a lid to put my basket on, and if it was the dryer, you know, and I was always scoping who was getting done with their dryer because it was still hot, so it cost less time and money to dry your stuff. Exactly. Oh man, you got to be a pro at using a laundromat, man.
Oh yeah, I mean, it happens.
You go in and you know you don't want to be there at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I had 3 minutes left on a dryer once. I took my clothes out, put them in the basket, and I was walking out the door. There was moms fighting over those last 3 minutes.
Oh, are you kidding me? Dude, I would have paid you 50 cents to get that.
Yeah. Anyway, back to
that is funny. No, that is there's also I wanted to say I've been testing a new service. It's an indexer. Now, this indexer is unlike any other indexer that is out there. One, it does not create short links to build indexing or to do anything. It does not build backlinks. It literally is just an indexer. How does it work? You're not allowed to know. They literally say you're not allowed to know. It's a secret, and F off. Yeah, they don't want anybody using it. It was designed by the creator for him and his partner. And then they like kind of put it out there and you could get it. But nobody, I mean, they didn't do a launch. They didn't say, oh, hey, here, big group, come and get it. They happened to mention it, so I asked the coder, Donald, about it. And he was like, yeah, it's over here. Take a look. So I did. 60,000 URLs you can do every day.
Holy hell.
Well, I didn't think that, you know, I'm like, 60,000? What the hell are you doing that you need to index 60,000 URLs? And then I tested some things out this weekend, and believe it or not, I'm done for the day, and it's only 10:30. But it comes with like an API and all this stuff, and you know, I'll drop the link to it in the Facebook group, and it's only because I haven't talked to Donald about telling everybody about it or anything, so I don't want, you know, him to say, yeah, we're letting things trickle in. Yeah. And we sit here and we put out a video, and all of a sudden he's got 10,000 buyers, and he's like, whoa, I didn't want this to be a full-time job. I will tell you this. His test video that he put up for it, he ended up having the Hello World on a brand new site, brand new. I mean, he did, this is the URL, he checked it, nothing's there. He he indexed the hello world in something like 12 minutes. And I
Wow.
was like, holy crap. I mean, it's got no footprint, no nothing. 12 minutes, this sucker's indexed. I indexed 258 URLs yesterday in probably 20 to 30 minutes. I put them in there. I went and ate dinner, came back, and that's why I don't know if it was any sooner, but it was about 30, 45 minutes later, and 258 of my URLs were indexed for this site that has no traffic, no nothing, had nothing known, and it literally just poked Google and Bing. Bing came by too. I think Bing indexed like 4 pages though, because I still don't understand what Bing is up to. But
Yeah,
um,
I don't know. Sometimes, like, I'll look at Bing and my Google rankings will be in the top 3 across the board, and Bing, they're like nowhere. Or on Bing, everything is number 1, and then on Google, it's nowhere. I don't get it.
absolutely. Well, I love that. I get this report for this one website, and we are number 1 for something like 115 keywords in Bing. We're in the top 5 for 10 keywords in Google.
Yeah,
And I'm like, wait a minute, why? And then it's like you said, the exact opposite
yeah,
for another person. Which I'm going, well, Bing, what are you looking for? I'm trying to follow everything that you want. Hell, I'll even just design it for Bing and see if Google finds us. And
yeah.
I'm like, what do I have to do? But that indexer is pretty cool because he's got an API that you can use for other services, and he says, if you create something, let them know about it. That they'll be more than happy to work with you and help you out if you don't know what to do with the APIs and shit. So,
Sweet.
yeah, I'll give you access to it so you can check it out and play with it. But yeah, it's pretty slick, man. It is pretty slick. So we've covered. Let me see, the indexer.
Yep.
BarterSEO.com, volunteering. Guys, I mean, seriously, if you're starting out, find somebody or something. You don't even have to barter services. Be careful. Here is a caveat to remember. The IRS considers barter the same as cash. So if you do barter your system, it's considered income. So make sure you talk to a professional accountant, CPA lawyer.
We are not attorneys.
No, we're not attorneys, nor are we spokesmen for attorneys.
But I did play one time on Law and Order.
I've played one on Doogie Howser.
Yeah.
I also played doctor with a girlfriend once. I think I was like 12.
Yeah, start early.
I'm just telling you about one. No.
Okay.
No, but I mean, it's go out. I mean, if you work with 3, maybe 5 local clients, get your skills up, or practice on somebody, or test on somebody. Don't blow up their site, please. Don't blow up their site. Test carefully, and then have them put a testimonial or something on your LinkedIn page or your business page or your website or your Facebook page or anywhere, or they make a testimonial video for you to use later. You'll get a reputation, and then somebody will, hey, do me a favor. I will do it completely free for you if you'll tell 3 people about it. We used to say, if 5 buy, yours is free. And tell people, hey, you have the ability to always have us building up bigger and bigger with your services, as long as you're telling 5 people about us and they buy in at the same level of services that you want, or damn well near it. I mean, if they just want some simple backlinking, all right, cool. Outsource. I could call the outsourcer and say, hey, start plugging away.
Here you go.
I mean, so that's all cool. Anything else, brother?
Well, I don't think so. I do not think so.
I see your computer's on your desk, ready to get fired up. Or is that somebody else's? Yeah,
oh, yeah, that's my dad's. I'm fixing it. So I'm also free tech support for the family as well. So now I have a washer and dryer and tech support.
Yeah. Um, my mom used to tell people that I worked for Facebook.
Gotta love it.
And I'm like, what? Mom, I'm on YouTube more than I'm on Facebook, and please stop telling people I work for Facebook because, they're asking me why their pages got taken down or whatever. I'm like, I'm not Facebook, guys. I'm just on it all the time.
Either that or they're like, hey, can you buy me a new car? I heard you work for Facebook.
Exactly. So how much money did you get when they went public? Nothing.
Nothing.
As a matter of fact, I didn't even buy stock. I should have, but I didn't. All right. Well, hey, that was interesting to me.
It was. Yeah, it was.
How long were we on, dude?
Almost an hour, like 55 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
right.
not too bad. Not bad.
Staying consistent. Hopefully everybody will stay and watch. The 89 viewers and subscribers to our YouTube channel, I did forget something, buddy.
Okay, what do we got?
What we have here is the book is called The Pumpkin Plan. Simple Strategies to Grow a Remarkable Business in Any Field by Mike Michalowicz. I am going to offer up, I believe, 20
Sweet
copies of it if you cover the shipping. That's all I ask. It is a real, honest-to-God, hardback book. The price when I bought them were, I want to say, $24. I don't know. It's something. You can check Amazon out. I can give you the ISBN number if you want, but it's something like, even if it's $10. It's a damn good book. I love Mike. Mike's a real writer, a real guy. He's on CNBC, MSNBC, MikeMichalowicz.com, ThePumpkinPlan.com, The Toilet Paper Entrepreneur. He's a leading guy. He has a new book out called Profit First. It was released last month. I don't have 20 copies of that to give away because I only bought one this time. But I bought a bunch, couple of cases of these books, and I'm going to give them away for the price of shipping. If you want the book, go to the Facebook group, and underneath the announcement that this video right here is live, drop in the comment that you're interested. We will IM each other. I will get your address. Once you send me, I think it's like $5 to ship the book. You can trust me, guys. I literally, just so everybody knows for sure.
He's got a whole stack of these.
I have a case sitting next to the desk because I do literally ship them out. Yeah, it might be about 15, maybe 20. In that case, I don't know if I have more. I have tons of boxes of books because I literally do. I buy them in bulk because I pass them around. Or I'll say, hey, this is a really damn good book, and then I'll buy it or give it to somebody on their wish list or something.
Nice.
But yeah, so if you want a copy of the book, I'm not making any money. I'm actually losing the cost of the books, and might actually do an interview with Mike. He's got a Creative Live coming up in San Francisco this month. It might be this week or next week. I think. I was going to go to it, but I'm not going to travel for that. But after he's done with that, or when he might have some time, dude's super cool. We've talked on the phone a few times and everything. He's extremely knowledgeable, extremely friendly. He knows what he's talking about. He's bought and sold million-dollar companies. He's built million-dollar companies. He's lost it all and built it all back. So he's a real guy. He's not an internet guru. So I would be willing to help you help me so that I don't have to move these damn books again.
Trust me, he needs help with these books, people.
They're heavy, man. They're freaking heavy when you're moving cases of them.
Oh, I bet.
And third floor, dude. Third
Yeah.
floor. We are on the third floor. It sucks with groceries. Hey, a case of
Man.
bottled water sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's enough for me to spew, and that's just to clean out the closet. Like I said, I'm all about bartering and helping each other out. So yeah, leave a comment in the Facebook group, and I'll hook you up.
Sounds good. All
So
right,
other than
guys.
that, my man, anything you wanna spew out?
I don't think so. Just, if you have any ideas for bartering SEO, or you want to run something by us, or kind of see if you think it'd work, or price points or whatever, just send us a personal message or post it in the group, or YouTube comment, and however you talk to us, we'll get back to you, and we'd love to discuss that with you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I appreciate you guys watching. And the reason I said 89 is we have had 89 viewers of every one of our videos so far, and we've got thousands of minutes watched.
Sweet.
It's really cool. The analytics look awesome, and we're getting more and more every day. So let's keep this up. And I appreciate you guys. I'm sure Byron does too.
Oh
And
yeah.
with that, the SEO show is done.
Catch you later, guys.